Out of the work that we have all done on behalf of the American people to better the world. I am here because I love USAID and I believe in the mission of USAID, but also because I love the
He loves taking the money.
I believe in the Constitution. And we need to be clear that both of those are at risk. The attacks on USAID are attacks on the Constitution. If we are in a country where the richest man can decide that the richest country will no longer help some of the poorest people, we are in a very, very dire place. The attempts to kill USAID will kill people. They will kill people that America has committed to save. This will abandon
people are crazy.
people that America has committed to support. It will dramatically weaken our country's global influence, and it will empower and
Who cares? We save
our
money.
political rivals. Among those who are openly cheering Musk's campaign against USAID are the Houthis in Yemen, are the former president of Russia.
Wow, that's great. You want to make us? You want to paint us as bad people? You're trying to compare us to them?
They know that if USAID is taken off
not
the
fair.
board, their jobs get easier, America gets weaker,
Gaslighting.
less safe. I also want to address the people of USAID, you who have committed your careers and your lives to serving your country to advance the welfare of the world. You deserve better. What is happening is a brutal and a shameful betrayal of you who have served your country with bravery, with integrity, with dedication, and with honor. You have been forward deployed on reconstruction teams in war zones. You have brought the global HIV epidemic under control. You have fought famines. You have stabilized fragile economies. You have charged headlong into Ebola hot zones. The vest I'm wearing today, I wore every time I deployed.
We have ruined a bunch of countries with CIA and USAID getting involved with their foreign politics, domestic politics. This guy probably gets money from USAID, a kickback. He's trying to sell it to us. He's like, please, please, let us keep the corruption going. Oh my God.
You at USAID represent the best face of America abroad, and you deserve better. I also want to issue a plea to Republican colleagues on the Hill. You know that what is being said about USAID is not true. You know the truth of this agency. Many of you have been on record many times praising the important work of USAID. Speak out. Where are you?
Why is this guy
have the bravery,
going
have
crazy
the to speak the truth?
Over us wanting to save taxpayer money and not send it overseas to, you know, fund LGB in Iraq or something? Like, it's unnecessary. I really don't care what these people say because there's a conflict of interest. These guys are directly employed. They're losing their job if they lose this. I stole from my taxpayers for 31 years.
Like many of you, thank you for coming today. I hear that USAID is full of radical lunatics. Radical because we believe in the power of America, the power to change lives. We know that America is looked up to around the world as a city on a shining city on a hill. Radical because we engage in a world with compassion, with American values, not only lifting millions out of poverty and oppression.
Yeah, millions of people not in our country, while our lives get worse. And these fucking sheep are just cheering for it in the back. They're like, yeah, send off our money to foreign lands that we don't know where it goes. Dude, USAID was paying Politico for subscriptions. That's fraud.
And at a cost.
This guy's promoting fraud.
When I walk by a memorial wall, which has too many names of Americans who have lost their lives serving their country, our colleagues
Who
who would do this.
would do
Committed,
that?
patriotic, radical
Who would take us out of a
lunatics
job?
who put country first.
Again, they're literally cheering on
I proudly
for sending
served
taxpayer
as
money
USAID's
to
counselor
foreign
in the
lands
first
for
Trump
LGB
administration.
and shit.
Let me tell you
Like,
something.
and he's saying he
We
cares
did
for his
incredible
country. Are you
reforms.
serious?
And we've strengthened
This
the
makes me so
workforce.
angry.
What we're seeing now is quite different. So I ask, what's changed? Most programs now on hold supported President Trump's priorities.
Go
in
home,
his first
Bahal, you're drunk.
administration. In fact, every dollar spent is approved by the Secretary and requested as part of the President's budget. So I ask, what's changed? The dedicated staff recently put on administrative leave served President Trump honorably during his first administration, and many were promoted. So what do we ask? What's changed? You know it. This denigration
They're going after
of
Musk? Are you
patriotic
serious?
Americans is a win for those who
Ah,
want
these
to
people are
weaken our
pathetic,
country.
dude.
The creation of America began with these three words.
Fund
the
foreign
people.
nations with our taxpayers.
Assistance should serve the American people, not be a plaything of the elites.
Dude, what the fuck is this guy
don't
talking about?
destroy what you don't understand.
This guy's drunk for sure. This
Every
guy's drunk.
minute that assistance is
Oh, that guy almost
frozen
fell. That guy
weakens
almost fell.
America, makes us less secure, and costs us jobs. Let's stop the political theater.
Exactly.
Let's protect taxpayers'
No more
money.
foreign aid. What the
Lift
fuck,
the
bro?
freeze on foreign
Why is this guy
assistance.
cheering for foreign aid?
Let's-
And the people in the back are cheering. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
send off our taxpayer money. Let's go. W in the chat. Trump's like, no, let's keep the money here. Take care of ourselves. They're like,
Let
he's a
patriotic Americans
fascist.
serve their country.
It makes no sense.
Let patriotic Americans serve their country.
Corrupt
Untie
politicians.
America's hands.
Corrupt.
Let's make America
guy's
safe again.
drunk.
Thank you.
Let's make America corrupt again. Who's this old guy?
I'm Senator Ed Markey from Massachusetts.
Oh,
and
Here we go, Boomer. This guy's been sucking off the taxpayer
what's
for a long time.
dangerous is that people who work for USAID
Just
are
wait and see how
wearing
emotional he
masks
gets.
to protect themselves from Musk. This is a dictatorship in the making. This is an attempt to take over USAID and then use that.
They're
as
actually
an
shutting it
example
down.
to take over the EPA and Medicaid and
Let's get rid of the IRS next.
Donald Trump.
Let's get rid of the IRS.
Elon Musk makes unsafe cars, and now he wants to create an unsafe world.
This guy looks like he came over
And
here on the
cutting
Mayflower.
programs that are at the
Same
heart,
haircut.
at the heart of who we are as a nation. So he said, Elon Musk said over the weekend that he's going to throw USAID
Oh my
into a wood chipper.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. W in the chat for the wood chipper.
What else is going into that wood chipper?
All your
Healthcare,
careers.
democracy, fighting for the rights of those who are most desperate around the world, and sending a message that he is going to do the same for those who are most desperate in the United States of America itself. This is an historic moment. This is the time when we have to stand up and to
This is like a Bernie,
fight,
bro.
to not stand on the sidelines, to have
We
people
have to
by
ship
the
our money
millions.
overseas.
People by the millions
By the
are going to have to
millions.
stand up and
By
protest.
the million.
When
Let's
we
send
come
our
back
money
here
overseas.
the next time, there should be hundreds of thousands and millions of people descending on Washington, D.C.
That's an insurrection, no? He's calling for an insurrection?
We need a march
DOJ,
for
FBI,
freedom.
where you at?
We need a march for
Cam Bondi.
democracy. We need a march for justice, not just for people in our country.
DOGE is a
but
criminal
all around the
organization.
world. We are the
Look at these
moral
losers.
force of the
Scoreboard.
world. We are a democracy.
scoreboard.
That people look up to. That building,
Please keep
Statue
shipping our
of
money over
Freedom
faith, please.
is the most famous
We need
building
that.
in the world, and there's a reason, because in every
USAID is
village in the
nothing but
world,
kickback. Exactly.
in
Who is
every
this?
hut
A
in the
Lord's
world,
Watchman.
they know the
You
United States
know
stands
exactly
for
what's going
freedom
on.
and liberty.
Doesn't it
And
make
that
you angry to
building
see how they talk
is
about
a-
this?
is a symbol
And these
of
sheep just
all
cheering
of
it on?
what they and their countries should aspire to.
Bro,
When I went to Liberia,
NPCs?
USAID was there to help with Ebola. When I went to Cape Verde, USAID
We need to
was there
protect
help
from
with
Ebola
Zika. When I went
and
to
man-made
Nigeria,
COVID virus that
USAID
Fauci got
was there
pardoned
to help
for.
with malaria.
That's being exposed
Yes,
right
to help
now.
those people, but to
Wow.
prevent the spread of those diseases around the world.
Let's go for the
That we are
weirdos
providing that
cheering to
protection.
send money
That is who all of you
overseas.
are. That is what USAID represents, the best of our country, the best of who we are, the best of what we have to be
Oh my God,
as a
dude.
nation. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are the worst of what our country stands for.
Their rhetoric is laughable. Dude, it's laughable, but it like I know how crazy it is, but when I hear it live, it still hurts. It's like, what are you saying? Do your job, like, and people are cheering for this. Oh my, here we go with the corny ass chants, dude. Yo, your buddy's speaking. It's so disrespectful of them.
So, let's unfreeze USAID.
United! Defeated! What did he say? Let's go to Morocco?
And fight! Let us get up and resist until we have reclaimed
Do not bend.
the reason why we fought that
Do not
American
bend.
Revolution, and it was to make sure that we never again lived under a dictator.
I love protests so much. They're so funny.
What our country stood for. Let's get up.
You'll never catch me at a protest unless I'm
Let's go,
streaming.
let's go.
I think it's the dumbest thing ever. When's AOC gonna come
so
out?
much for coming out tonight. My name is Isabel Rogers. I'm one of the grassroots
It's daytime,
organizers
idiot.
of this event. And I just wanted to say, we've heard some from incredibly accomplished people today. But as an average American who has worked on USAID programs, I wanted
kinda
to say that this is our time to use our voice to stand up for
200 of
what
them.
we believe in.
Dude, this is more
I am
supporters than
talking to the
Kamala, actually.
American
You're kinda
people
right.
right now. Call your
Didn't think about it
senators,
that way.
sign these petitions. Do not let democracy die.
What the hell's this sign? The
We have
face of
several
foreigners.
other protests going on this
What
week.
the hell?
I hope to see you all there. There's one
those,
in
like,
front of the
slaves
Department
from
of
back in the
Labor
day?
at 3 p.m. today. And if you have any more
Oh, foreign
questions or
aid.
want to know more about our
What the hell
organization,
is she
go to
promoting, man?
USAIDstopwork.com.
Look at this
Thank
guy.
you again. And let me
He's
hear you
like,
say
yeah.
USAID.
Let's go save our
USAID.
job. Save our
USAID.
jobs. Save our
USAID.
Save our collection. Save our collection. They're cheering for AIDS. Look at this bald guy over here. We have the same hairline. Who's next? I want another dumb speaker to come out. I'm having so much fun. What does that sign say? Abortions. USAID is extravagant. What a dumb sign. I can't even read it. All I see is USAID is and then X. Another RPCV for USAID. Foreign aid freeze equals humanitarian crisis. Not for us at home here. Stop the coup! Stop the coup! They'll call anything a coup. If it's against their agenda, it's a coup. These people are sick. Alright, let's see who else is here. Let's see. Cuts to USAID. Musk. President Musk lies. USAID saves lives. Why do they all have masks on? I don't know if they heard, but COVID was 4 years ago. These ladies, these old ladies are just like trying to make new friends. Like, oh hey, hey, what do you grandstand on? Unfreeze foreign aid. Please pay my cousins.
I didn't realize you were here. Oh, it's so good to see you. Good. How are you?
They don't sound really mad, to be honest. They sound like they're having a good old time with each other. Just hanging around. I'm convinced some people go to these protests just to hang out with the homies. Especially for like the ones in the streets, like the freeway one. Get felons out of our government. That's what's happening, bro. The people who committed fraud, who are taking money, taxpayer money, kickbacks, they're being exposed. And then those people come out here, throw a tantrum because they're gonna lose their job and their corruption. And then the crowd just cheers for them. It's truly amazing.
Oh, do you want to see the other side?
I want more speakers though. I might go to the beginning, see who else spoke.
To cherry pick the law.
They cherry picked the law.
Integral part of America's foreign policy objectives, and we do all of this with less than 1% of the national budget. I have been so incredibly proud of the work that I
Let the
and
money
my
printer
teams
go
have
burn.
accomplished working on USAID programs, and I'm honored to use my voice today to support USAID. We are so lucky to live in a country where the government was created for the people, by the people. And I will not be silenced. You will not be silenced.
For us
So
though,
let me
not
hear you.
for the rest of the world. I'm sure George Washington said, "Wait, don't fuck around with everyone else."
Now it is my honor to present members of Congress and other speakers. Let's hear for them.
Thank you.
All the guys that speak have the same hairline as me.
Thank you, Isabel.
Am I gonna become
Thank
one of these
all
guys
you
now?
for coming. I'm proud to represent the great state of Maryland, United States.
There you go.
So
Stroke your
first,
ego, pal.
let's give it up for Isabel and all the patriotic Americans who helped organize this rally. And I want to hear it loud and clear. Hey, hey! Ho! Elon Musk has got to go because this... Ho, ho!
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Elon Musk has got to go.
How corny is this
This
shit?
is about taking back our country and doing it now. Make no mistake about it. Elon Musk's effort to
What happened? That was so
a
bad.
gift
That was
to
so
China,
embarrassing.
it's a gift
Can
to
we watch it one more
Russia,
time?
it's a gift to our...
Okay.
So first, let's give it up for Isabel and all the patriotic
wait for this.
Americans who helped organize this rally.
El Futuro, look at this. Listen to this. Look how corny this is. Ready?
And I want to hear it loud and clear. Hey, hey! Ho! Elon Musk has got to go because this...
He tries talking and they keep chanting. Pathetic man.
Because this is about taking back our country and doing it now.
Listen, guys. We need to fund my bank account so I can get a hairline transplant in Turkey. That's what this guy's protesting about.
Make no mistake about it. Elon Musk's effort to...
Hold on. I did this last time too.
A gift to China, it's a gift to Russia, it's a gift to our adversaries around the world. Putin's cronies immediately put on X.
Look at this guy back here.
Musk.
He's like, hell yeah, I'm part of the squad now.
This is not America first. This is America in retreat, and we are not going to retreat from American values.
No, we're not.
So it has nothing to do with government efficiency and everything to do with something that's going to harm our national interests. In fact, if you talk to American military leaders, they will tell you that AID is an essential and cost-effective part of our overall foreign policy.
He didn't say which one though.
Security strategy.
They just make these ridiculous claims that don't make sense and people just eat it up. I talked to one military person that might have been trans, that might hate Donald Trump, and he, whatever it is, said we need USAID.
Parts of the world. AID supports our values by helping democracy movements around the world. And AID
AKA regime change.
Disease around the world, which not only saves lives around the globe, but helps prevent
Dude, he doesn't even know what their
spreading
names are.
and killing Americans
He's
right
like, listen,
here
I got
in the United States.
Donald Trump got voted in. He told me to do a job. I'm doing my job, and these losers are freaking out.
Getting rid of AID makes us all less safe. It is also downright illegal.
Downright illegal.
No, I looked
How about
at the
pocketing money
Constitution again the
from
other
USAID?
day,
Was that
and
legal?
it's pretty clear that
I don't think so.
presidents are not kings.
They're not complaining about that.
They don't get to decide to cherry pick the law. This is not like a la carte. The law is the law, and President Trump needs to obey all parts of that law.
Is she missing an eye?
And Elon
Damn. Disappointed.
Elon Musk, he may get to be a dictator at Tesla.
Hold on. Now look at this guy. Dude, these people are so weird. What is this guy even looking at?
And he is trying to play dictator here in our nation's capital. But he does not get to ignore the law, and we need to shut down the Musk operation.
Hey lords, nobody stop charity. These people should all get out their checkbooks and right away. Yeah, they'll never do that. They only want to take. They want you to donate.
Like freezing important resources that flow to communities and very important priorities in our communities. And I am confident that we will also see the courts put an end to this illegal action with respect to AID. And make no mistake, what's happening in AID is just a test case. Is just a test case for what they want to do throughout the government, which is they want billionaires to take over the process. And so you're right, we should have no business as usual in the United States Congress. And Senator Schatz and I have said no Trump appointees to the State Department if they don't reopen AID. So this is part of a much bigger plan. Make no mistake, it's part of a bigger plan to replace hardworking federal employees who are sworn to uphold the Constitution, to replace them with Trump political cronies. And the end game that they want to secure is once they get the keys to government, they do want to provide huge tax breaks and big giveaways to the wealthiest in America at the expense of everybody else in America. Are we going to let that happen? No! Hell no. So I will end with this. We are witnessing in real time the most corrupt bargain in American history. Elon Musk paid over $250 million to help elect Donald Trump. And now Donald Trump is turning over the keys to the Treasury and the rest of the federal government to Elon Musk. We need to end this illegal power grab, and we are going to do it now. We are not going back. Thank you all for being here. And now let me turn it over to one of my great colleagues.
First of all, any Virginians in the House? So, Chris, thank you. We were just at banking 10 minutes ago because in talking about the fact that America's reputation is based upon rule of law, it's based upon the ideas that nobody is above the law, and we all ought to be concerned. There's banking committee that you've got folks we don't know anything about looking at potentially all of our personal information, all of the money flows that go out of Treasury. The banking committee needs to bring up the DOGE folks who are illegally in Treasury and have them testify. So, you know, I'm really proud of my activities on the Intelligence Committee, and Tim's on the Armed Services Committee. The national security of America is not simply based upon who's got the most tanks and guns. It is based upon our reputation. It is based upon the great work that AID does. We've got to make sure, and Tim has said this more eloquently, whether it is the folks who've been furloughed or the people who are taking potentially Trump's illegal buyout offer, which there is no funding for at all, to think twice. We've got to make sure we get the AID workers back, get AID reopened, because as Chris said, where this is being celebrated right now is Beijing. It's Beijing. And until we can end up not letting China into this spot, we're making America less strong. And look at who we are voting against and standing up against. Tim, take it.
Okay, do you guys want to hear what
Complaining
we're
about
doing
AIDS.
to stop this? Right? There's a litigation strategy,
There you go, the
state
ringleaders
court
in here.
strategy,
Lots of hand
a
movements.
legislative strategy in Congress, and a political strategy, right?
There you go.
So let us start with the fact. Let us start with the litigation
Dude, these
strategy.
people are
You have
lizards.
seen us succeed in numerous court cases in the last few days, and we're going to win a whole lot more court cases. There is a coordinated effort that we are all involved with.
They already lost the court case, by the way.
5 different kinds of
Hold on.
lawsuits against this administration that we're very
Hold on. Dude, these people aren't real. Like, I don't ever see anyone looking like this when I walk outside. Look at this guy. These are all, like, who are these people? You'll never see them out here unless they're complaining about their paychecks getting cut.
engaged in. And here are the 5 suits to protect federal employees, including USAID employees. Suits to protect fundamental constitutional rights like birthright citizenship. Suits to protect the power of the purse. Monies allocated by Congress cannot be stolen by a president. They have to be used in the way they were allocated. Suits to stop private parties from rampaging through federal agencies, private parties like Elon Trump.
Parties
Elon
over old
Musk.
man.
I called him Elon Trump, I'm sorry.
Elon Trump.
Finally,
That was actually funny.
suits to stop
That was
mass
actually funny.
deportation and unfair treatment of people based upon where they are come from. These are going on right now because of these members of Congress and organizations around this country, and Donald Trump is going to get tired of us winning so many of these lawsuits. That's number 1.
What?
Number 2, in states with
Dude, the
Democratic
delusion
governors,
in this whole group is
Democratic legislatures and governors
insane.
standing up against these unlawful actions. In Virginia, we have a Republican governor who won't stand up. And guess what? We've got 2 Democratic houses.
I got
in
2
Virginia.
words for
Those
ya.
houses are standing up. So
Suck
reach out to
it.
your state legislatures and tell them they can help in this too, and they are. Third is in Congress. We've got both legislative opportunities, nominations, but in the next 6 weeks, there is a budget battle in Congress, and Democrats will use our tools in that budget battle to stand up and make sure we get this stuff stopped as part of getting a budget done between now and the 14th of March. Finally,
Kevin Samuels back there?
Republicans are going to put a bill on the table. A bill on the table to give tax breaks to the wealthiest. Why are they wanting to shut down USAID? It's
Bro,
not that
I
they
can't
really
get over this
oppose
dude's
the
face.
mission.
Hold on, we gotta zoom in
They're
again.
grabbing money.
Look at this fucking guy. This guy looks like he kisses tables for a living. That's scary, dude. Looks like plastic. Plasmas.
They want to grab money from forcing federal employees to retire and shrinking the federal workforce. They want to grab money by not giving grants to organizations like the Child Fund, headquartered in Richmond, that's been doing international aid work for more than a century. Why do they want to grab the money? They want to put tariffs on products from other countries, which are taxed.
The guy to the right of him looks like Abe Lincoln, kind of, if you squint a bit.
They're grabbing the money so that when they put a tax bill on the table in the next 6 weeks, they can give it all away to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and other rich folks, and we will not let them do that. These are battles that are happening right now. We have a coordinated strategy, but I've left out the last piece, the political one. We are where we are because we lost the presidential election and we lost 2 houses in November. We have a lot more tools in majority than we do in minority. I'm very happy in Virginia.
Table kisser looks like he's about to cry.
That's going to show America what it thinks about a new Trump term is the governor's race in Virginia in November. If you are here and you're a Virginian, in that opening round, let's show the American public a right direction to counter the wrong direction. So for those of you who say you want something done, I'll go back to it. States, courts, Congress, politics, we need it all. Thanks.
This guy's honestly been the most, like, normal so far. He was less delusional, but still kind of crazy. Abe Lincoln, let's go. Let's go, Abe.
Don't just show up
Bring back the top hat.
here. They're not choosing. I'm with community health centers today in Virginia. They're getting shut down in red parts of the state and blue parts of the state. If you don't show up at your local elected officials, at your state legislators, we're only going to break this when we have Republicans willing to stand up as well. Put the pressure not just on us, but on everyone, every elected official level. That's the only way we're going to win this. Thank you.
Oh, table kisser. It's my favorite.
Congressman John Garamendi, 60 years ago.
There you go, bring the energy, sir.
My wife and I were involved in
Show how you kiss them tables.
to smallpox all across this nation. All these years, all these decades, USAID, the American government working through USAID, has been out there. And who the hell does Musk think he is? He has absolutely
Why is he slamming the
no
table
right
so much?
in
He's getting a little
shutting down
angry.
USAID. We
Amazon's
cannot
hiring?
allow that. We've
Dude.
gotta take to the streets.
I'll
We've
send you
gotta
these
take
guys'
to the
emails. You can
rallies.
send it to them.
We've gotta fight back, and we must
They need jobs
resist
urgently. Look how
every
scared they
motion,
are.
Every action by Musk and Trump to shut down this government. You have to do that. You're here today. You've got to be on the streets tomorrow. Know this, that in the Congress, we must equally resist what is happening. We cannot let it go on.
Can't listen to
We
the table
must
kiss.
resist. We
too
must
much.
be in the streets. We must take every...
This is my passion, so I hope
Here we go. This is interesting.
stay in the industry. I think it's going to be tough right now because there's hiring freezes. All of the implementing partners that we work with are also on pause, and thousands of people will be applying for the same jobs. So I think it's going to be really tough for the next few months, but I'm blessed to have the support of my friends and family, and I will be okay. I'll get another job, but the more concerning part that we
Amazon,
have to
like that
remember
guy
is
was
that
saying,
there's
where he at?
millions of people
Amazon
around
is
the world
hiring
who will
Rob.
not receive these life-saving services.
She'd do good as like a hostess. I'd actually tip her
For
pretty
an
well.
aid pause, and if we get rid of USAID, people are gonna die. So that's
People are
what's
gonna
important.
die if we get away, okay? People are gonna die. Let me just guilt trip you guys so I can keep my job, like I was just saying. How there's no jobs available. But let me just guilt trip you into, letting me keep my job. Look at her, she's about to cry. She's like, yeah. Girl boss trying to keep it positive. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many ways, and we just have to look at the broader picture, right? So if we stop funding foreign aid, it will leave a vacuum not only for, our quote unquote
Fair point.
adversaries to come in and fill that
Fair
space.
point. But at the same time, if you're funding irrelevant things, I think it's just better if you just take it away.
Lead to greater risk for Americans in terms of the spread.
But you notice that's not the reason why she's saying this. She's saying this because her job's at risk.
Some of our speakers were talking about how USAID employees were working to stop an Ebola outbreak right now as the pauses were happening. So USAID protects Americans every day, just preventing, civil unrest in other countries, improving, the economy in other countries.
Improving the economy in other countries?
So
you see what I mean? Like, why is this your focus? You're a traitor if that's what you're scared about.
A more prosperous,
improve our economy.
Healthier, safe world. So I think that trickles down to the United States of America as well, and Americans. So on top of just so many Americans losing their jobs, it's going to have a devastating impact on the American economy as well. Yeah. I am about to turn 27. Yeah. Yes, I am. Thank you.
She's going to go cry. Is that Abe Lincoln's hat? That guy stole Abe Lincoln's hat. What a bastard. No. 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 Alright, let's go back.
This doesn't stop. Has advanced.
Oh, that's it.
Economic.
Oh, we got a treat.
Thank you again.
Lock Musk up! 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 Lock Musk up!
Beautiful. Let's see who's next.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Hey, I had this speech. I'm not really much of a speech maker. But I'm Lois Frankel. I'm from Florida.
Sounds like a duck hunter.
Lead Democrat on the... Okay, here we go. I said I'm not much of a speech maker, so here, but I'm Lois Frankel. I'm from Florida. I am the lead Democrat on the House Appropriations Committee that funds foreign assistance.
Oh, she's one of the biggest corrupt ones, huh?
I really think I could just read
She takes the most money.
And that would be my speech, right? Stop the freeze. When USA disappears, terrorists reappear. Defend
there you go.
Stop
what a great leader.
Jason, I want to tell you, I am a mother first. My son was a United States Marine.
Is that why you send his money out to foreign nations?
He went to Iraq. He was
It's great. Pull at our heartstrings so you can call us Nazis or we don't like foreign nations or something.
Came back, and you know where he went next?
The gaslighting champions.
And he will be the first one to tell you, just like some of Donald Trump's former generals, that when you are good neighbors and you spend money helping your neighbors, you spend less.
Do you hear this? She wants us to spend money on foreign nations. She's literally saying we should spend money on foreign nations. What about the citizens, of Florida?
It costs It's called
Here you go.
Rough.
Let's just bring up some random thing that doesn't matter so you don't notice our corruption.
The starvation of a small child for a couple of cents. And I tell you, I'm not only a mother, I'm a grandmother. And I will tell you this, I would do anything to keep my grandchildren from starving. And when USAID funds the program with these packets, how do you think the parents feel?
There you go, play to people's emotions. Busting out all the playbooks.
Generate. Now I'll tell you one more story. Years ago,
Here you go, another one. Let's see.
CARE? I hear some people from CARE. I went to a small village in Malawi with CARE, and there I saw a small classroom of little girls being educated. And we saw a program of mothers learning how to make a living. Now, why should we care? Here's why we should care. Ladies, if you didn't know this, little girls grow up to be mothers, and mothers influence their children in a big way. And when you educate the girls and you educate the mothers, and you breed economic opportunity, you don't breed terrorism, right? That's what your sign says here.
When you pay money for women to influence their kids, then you're not paying for terrorism, so that's why we have to fund all these people. Asinine.
When we step out, China and Russia is gonna step in.
There you go, fearmonger, there we go.
Let me just say again, to thank every single one of you, from the bottom of my heart, all of us, to thank you. Those of you who work for USAID. Yeah, okay.
You see how that works? She's talking to a group of people that are also going to get fired.
Place in the world. We must stand together and we must fight back and we must be good neighbors because
we need to get our kickback somehow.
It's the right thing to do for people overseas. It's the right thing to do. Okay, here we go.
Elon Musk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go.
And we gotta fight back.
Let her finish her speech.
They're getting mad at each other. Let her finish her speech.
USAID saves lives, makes peace, protects our planet, stabilizes our world, does great work. Let's cheer for the men and women of USAID. I'm Senator Chris Coons. I've been a senator 14 years, and I have seen the incredible work of local partners, of nonprofits, of USAID around the world. From Kibera in Nairobi at St. Mary's Clinic, handing out life-saving medications, to Indonesia fighting to save a coral reef, to working with counter-cartel.
So they want to send our taxpayer money overseas to fight and save a coral reef for another country.
Around the world,
great use of taxpayer money.
For
Great.
Has advanced American interests and American values. And to mistreat the folks who have delivered this life-saving support for so long is just plain wrong. The difference that you have made, the difference that nonprofit partners like World Vision and Catholic Relief Services and Save the Children and International
This NGO is kind of under fire right now for trafficking children across the border, so
America safer. When President Trump ran, he said he would make America safe again. Nothing about this makes us safer. There's an Ebola outbreak in Uganda.
oh god, we gotta worry about Uganda now.
Makes America safe. There is a Marburg outbreak in Tanzania. Helping Tanzanians fight Marburg makes America safe. There is a crisis of human trafficking in Mexico. Persuading young people not to join gangs, not to be trafficked, not to be taken advantage of, makes America safer.
working to destroy landmines left behind by conflicts, working to rebuild
Sick
economies
hairline, just like
made
me.
unstable and unsafe by conflict, makes America safe. So, all of these illegal actions of recent days will be challenged in court, will be challenged on the floor of the Congress, and will not stand. If DOGE wins and our foreign aid is completely shut down, if Elon Musk wins and our foreign assistance completely ends, who will cheer and who will win? The cartels will win, terrorists will win, Russia will win, China will win.
Fearmonger
This effort is
absolutely
not
everything,
efficient,
man.
it is not sane, it is not respectful, and it does not make America safe. So let's pull together and tell the real story of foreign aid and the ways that it saves lives, advances our values, and makes our world a better place. Thank you all very much.
I'm Greg Stanton, Congress member from Arizona. They are cheering in Beijing and Moscow and every corner of the globe. Where
Senator Mitch McConnell, 82, just fell down the Senate stairs. He is injured.
under Democratic administrations and under Republican ones as well. Congress has passed a budget across party lines, providing robust funding for USAID, and it has always had Republican support before, because it is a tool that advances American interests and protects American lives. It fights famine and drought, helps after natural disaster, and promotes economic stability to lessen global migration to our borders. And to the China hawks across the aisle, you know that this action, illegal action by Trump and Musk, hurts our ability to compete with China's Belt and Road Initiative.
What is your plan?
If you want to have the strongest economy on planet Earth, utilizing our soft power is critical. The Chinese Communist Party understands all too well the benefit of soft power. If the United States is serious about winning this global competition with China, well, to borrow its poker term, that is the buy-in. Here's the simple truth. By killing USAID, this attempt by Trump, Elon, and DOGE are making the United States less safe. And oh, by the way, they're picking on USAID first, but Trump, Elon, and DOGE are setting their sights on
What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan?
Funding, abolish a congressional appropriations.
Are they smack talking their own speaker right now?
Republican colleagues across the aisle. You may be cheering this act by Trump and Musk, or maybe you're just afraid of Trump and Musk. But let's be clear, they're bypassing you as well, and the American people will hold you accountable. This doesn't stop until the public and members of Congress on both sides of the aisle stand up and remind Trump that we are co-equal branches of government and we need to restore checks and balances in this country.
I've been saying, what are you going to do for the longest time?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cory Booker.
Oh.
And it is time for us
Wow,
to
this guy's
fight.
popular.
And let's be clear. Let's be
Isn't that
clear
Hakeem Jeffries?
about how we can fight. The Republicans won the White House. They won the House of Representatives. They won the United States Senate. They have majorities
Scoreboard.
across Congress, but we are not powerless. We have agency. And we all must join together and fight in these ways. But the first thing we cannot do is allow them to weaken us by us turning against each other.
They just were, bro. They were just chanting at their own speaker.
This must be a coalition that grows and grows and grows. There can be no bystanders in this fight.
It is time that we understand the only thing necessary for wrong to triumph is for right to do nothing, for right to be silent. And so understand this. There are legislators walking through here, but these are the ways we're going to fight. First of all, in the United States Senate, we will not cooperate.
Trump doesn't even care, to be honest.
We are joining the leadership. We are joining the leadership already stated by Brian Schatz of Hawaii, that we will cooperate with no appointments when it comes to the State Department, no appointments when it comes to foreign policy. The first thing we're going to do in the Senate is not cooperate with the illegal and unconstitutional acts that they are trying to do. The second thing we are going to do, and we met this morning, and it is
Someone
in
just
the
yelled,
legal
"Lock him up."
perspective. The second
Yeah,
thing
this
we
guy
are
in the
gonna
suit's
do
gonna lock him
is
up.
we are going to fight this legally in every way we can. We will fight their violation of civil service laws. We will fight their violation of civil rights laws. We will fight their violations of separation of powers. We will fight their violations of our Constitution of the United States of America. We will not shut up.
At least he's a good speaker,
We will
right?
stand up. We will speak
The other
up.
old bags can't even
We will
speak.
rise up. It is time, as the African spiritual says, for us to lift every voice in condemnation of what's going on.
Why didn't the Democrats run this guy?
We will fight legally. We will fight procedurally, and we will also fight legislatively. From the House of Representatives to the United States Senate, we will be introducing legislation to stop this assault on our Constitution and separation of powers. And lest you think I'm naive, do not categorize this as a left to right fight. This is not about left or right, it's about right and wrong. This is not about demonizing a political party. It is about telling the truth about Donald Trump's actions and Elon Musk's actions. We must as a people appeal to the consciousness of those moderate Republicans that we can get to stand with us on legislation to save USAID.
I think they've already lost that, to be honest.
And so again,
USAID. USAID.
And so again, we are going to fight procedurally and shut down any processes we can that are complicit in this. We're going to fight legally in the courts across our country. We're going to fight legislatively as well. But the most important way we fight, the most important things all of us have to do together, whether you are a United States Senator or a Congressperson or just an American citizen who is pissed off. Let me tell you this. All of us must speak up. All of us must speak truth to power. This is still the United States of America. You have a voice. You don't just have a voice if you're a billionaire. You have a voice. You don't just have a voice if you're the President of the United States. You have a voice. You don't just have the voice if you're connected or elected. You have a voice. We have already shown as Americans that we can push back and stop Trump. We did it in 2016 with health care. We stopped Trump. We've done it before with his efforts to stop federal funding to our veterans and first responders just about a week ago. We are not powerless. We have agency. This is a democracy. One person matters. Everyone matters. And so the last way we have to fight is by standing together, building our coalition, reaching out to people. Just because you don't agree with everybody on everything, pull them into this fight. Because the work that USAID does is to protect America. The work that USAID does is to protect Americans from terrorism and instability, protect Americans from infectious diseases, protect Americans and the global order that helps this nation thrive. You all know what you do with bullies. You stand up to them. But this is not a playground. This is our nation. Donald Trump will not win. History is replete with leaders like him that tried to divide, tried to tear up constitutional orders, tried to break the law, tried to demean and degrade the innocent. History is replete with people that tried to do that. And I only know one way to stop them. I only know one way we're going to win. I only know one pathway to victory. And that is for us to do it together. We the people. Ladies and gentlemen, don't give up. We will face defeats, but we must never be defeated. Don't give up. Do not give up. I am proud to bring to the microphone right now one of the most important voices in global public health, a great American, a great patriot, a man of character and honor. I bring you Dr. Atul Gawande.
Here is what we need to do. We need to make the people who are harmed seen. We need the pictures of the people who are being hurt today. They have names. I met patients in Kenya whose life, a baby, whose life was saved because a midwife was taught how.
Donald Trump will not win.
I am a surgeon. I am Atul Gawande, who has led global health at USAID for the last 3 years until 2 weeks ago.
This guy's already pissing me off. I don't like his outfit. I don't like his glasses. I don't like his hand gestures.
Experts, and they are gone. Until 2 weeks ago, there was a TB team, and they are gone.
They are gone.
Until 2 weeks ago, there were disease fighters, and they are gone. But they have not gone away. So we need you to demand that we let them work. Let them work. Let them work.
Nothing says power like you starting your own chant.
Let them work.
Power move, sir.
Let them work. Let them work. Let them work. They have called this shock and awe. It is shock and destroy. You cannot dismantle a plane and fire the crew in mid-flight. But that's what an oligarch with unchecked power is doing to life-saving foreign assistance programs. John F. Kennedy founded this organization to win the hearts and minds of the world. Those people are being pulled out, taking their families. Our teams are being forced to pull their children out of schools, to have spouses lose their jobs and come home as if they're being treated as doing something wrong. We have 2 days to stop them being pulled out. Stop them being pulled out. We must demand that we let them work. Let them work. Let them work. Let them work.
They can work, bro. It's gonna be charity.
I will be with you all the way, and we will be together all the way.
If this guy found another job that was making the same amount, he would be gone in like 5 seconds.
Let them work! Let them work! I'm Peter Welch from the mighty state of Vermont. All right. Somebody who's got to stop this lawless and cruel policy. Marco Rubio, he's the Secretary of State. He's got to take responsibility. Marco, let them work. Let them work. And I just want to say one thing. All of us are waking up wondering, how are we going to get through this day? That's what we're wondering. Everyone can't believe what is happening to our great country. But we only have one decision to make. It's to get up and face the day or pull the covers over our heads. And we are going to face the day. We're going to fight to protect our Constitution. We're going to fight to protect our brothers and sisters who are working on our behalf all over the world. We are going to face the day. And if we have any time to be discouraged, think of the great Martin Luther King, who every day faced a day where
Bring
death
race into this.
awaited, where every day he faced a day where the
People are
forces were
stupid,
against
dude.
him.
These people are so
But
stupid.
what he found was what love.
Only a sheep watches this and is like,
community
yeah,
with
this
the
is
people
genuine.
Who worked with him to fight
It's
for
fucking
civil
disgusting.
rights. We fought to end the Vietnam War. We are going to fight to protect our Constitution and our democracy and the dignity of people all over this world.
Yeah.
We are not
I was talking about that earlier. The crowd here,
destroy our
bro,
souls and our hearts.
such characters.
Let
Except for that girl with the red in the back. She's
Thank
cute.
you.
Alright, hold on, we'll point him out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello,
Hello, my name is Congressman Jonathan Jackson from the great state of Illinois. It is time. People ask, what can we do? Not only should we text and post and blog, it's time for us to show up and march and show our disgust at what's happening in our nation. It is time. And I am so sick and tired. Who elected Elon Musk?
Me, I actually kind of voted for him.
It's time for the spirit of Mar-a-Lago, the billionaire bros, and all those that must go out of here. Elon Musk has not been elected.
This whole thing could be broken down as a big emotional breakdown for losing your job.
To anything. Elon Musk should not have access to our personal financial records. We don't need people running
who's
our
whispering at each
government
other?
that have not gone
I actually
through
missed that.
security clearance. That same spirit that Elon Musk
Or just
has,
describe what they look
coming
like.
from South Africa, and Peter Thiel coming from South Africa. We're not going to have apartheid in America anymore.
Skip forward.
Really associated
Oh,
it
legend.
with
Here we go. This is going to be interesting.
And I did have to get a top secret security clearance before I started working there, as I recall. Now, I've been
Hold on. I'm messed up.
following some of this stuff on social media that they've been saying about USAID lately, and there are a couple things that I just don't get, like some words that are getting thrown around, like radical. I asked myself, why would people associate USAID with the word radical?
I want to laugh at this lady so bad.
And I we started thinking about the work that I had been.
This is like a librarian giving a
with
speech.
my team at USAID, and we had a lot of work on children, youth, and families. And so I think about like us and the stuff we did, and like we supported
us and like
that
we did this like us and like stuff and stuff. Actually.
Find orphans.
Yeah.
Children who had been abandoned.
Yeah, we're just trafficking children, I'm just not telling you.
Loving, caring families around
Just don't
the
look.
world. That's
Just
what
don't
we
look.
were
We're helping
doing.
out. Me and my weird haircut.
And then we kept working with those children and those families to make sure that they had safe places to go to school.
Safe places
and
to
get
go
an
to school.
education. And then as they got a little older, we gave them the confidence and the tools and the skills through our
Wow,
programs.
you need millions for that, right?
To be able to get jobs or start small businesses if they wanted to. And pay it forward, lift up others in their community through the work they were doing.
Oh my God.
That's what we did.
Wow, that's great.
And,
wonderful.
So I thought about this word radical, and I really associated it with terrorist organizations that wanted to recruit those young people. Groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda and criminal
They fund those
gangs
people.
through Latin America that wanted to recruit those young people, but they couldn't because those young people have options. They have options for a better future and a
Hold on,
safer
you guys
future.
want to see something? Check this out. You ready? Let's get rid of this. Let's go to X. And we're going to look up hold on, hang in there. It'll make sense. It'll make sense. Trust me, it has to do with it. Oh. Never mind. It's not working.
They're safer because of the work we do, and we're safer because of that work. So, you know who's cheering today? ISIS
Me.
is cheering.
Cheering quite
Al-Qaeda
a
is
bit.
cheering as we recall thousands of people around the world who show up every day to work thinking not about themselves but thinking about what they can
Let's see if
do.
there's another feed. I don't like this one. Oh, we got protests against Trump. Let's see that one. Where's the volume? Move to Gaza, fool. Where's the volume, though? What did it say? Philly? Yeah, Philly. I don't think these are protests. We're watching this one. But let's see what else is going on. It says 50 states. What's up, Chief? Oh, they're protesting everywhere today. Everywhere. Texas, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. Trump. We are not a project. This one's against Project 2025. One of them is against USAID getting cut, but those are like the people that work for USAID, so it's kind of useless. But apparently there's 50 states, 50 protests today. This St. Paul Capitol. I'm not sure. I think we already had ours. That's what this video claims. But I haven't seen all those yet.
Well, it's raining here.
Yeah, that's true. LA people don't go outside when it rains. Let's see. Who? Really? Yeah, dude, that's funny. And Gavin Newsom's meeting with Trump today at the White House, and Pam Bondi said she's cutting funding to sanctuary cities. So, yeah. Am I tripping, or did my headphone break? I don't hear any volume on any of these. I gotta put the volume up. Alright. Sounds good, mate. Maybe. Probably not. People are able to organize without someone telling you how to, you know? Are you heading out now? Alright. Good luck. I will. I will. I enjoy protests.
That sounded like 100,000. One more time. 200,000.
This is about to be the dumbest protest so far. By far the dumbest.
Am I pumped up? I'm pumped up.
Are you pumped up?
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
Stop the poop! Stop the poop! Stop the poop!
Stop the coup!
This guy just gets up real close to his lady.
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
Look at this guy.
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
That is impressive, man. That guy needs a Harley immediately. Someone done with him.
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
When do we want democracy? Now. What do we want?
Democracy.
Now. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Democracy.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Democracy.
Alright, let's end this one.